Hi, my name is Mikey Alfred, and I'm going to show you how to be a T-Rex today. Zach, what do you got to say about the T-Rex?
It's fucking hilarious.
I thought dinosaurs were endangered, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought they were. I thought a big ass meteor came down and just like.
Oh shit! And a black dinosaur too? Damn. Where'd you get that one?
I've always been the only black kid in anything I did. Ever. But I don't let that shit hold me back. I feel like I was put on Earth to make movies about skating, and nothing can stop me from that. I believe in skateboarding and pushing it to new heights, you know what I'm saying? So get the wall in the back and my dad's best friend, my Uncle Kevin, he's a director, and I always looked up to him as a kid.
Last time I was here. Mikey was thinking over how tall you were, and I'm like,
yeah, still in the picture. Exactly. That he is.
My mom was Robert Evans's assistant for 34 years, and she busted her ass for him. I feel great gratitude to my mom, but I can't lie and say I wasn't a little jealous of her and Evan's closeness.
Known this lady for 27 years. She's made each one better for 27 years.
That's right.
She's some mother, I'll tell you that.
Nothing? What's that? What do you think it is? The fisheye?
Yeah.
Your part.
Yeah.
Shine, Mikey gonna get him a part, huh?
So clearly I'm an amazing skater. But you know, my passion has always been filming skating. And me and my friends, when we were growing up in North Hollywood, we were obsessed with active Burbank. That was like the mecca, you know, that was the coolest thing in the world to us.
Representing the active, baby. Los Angeles active, yo, what's up?
When I first started filming, we would only skate at Valley Skate Park, which was the only park open in the Burbank, North Hollywood area. Through skating there, I met Sean. Sean introduced me to Lester. Lester skated for active, and he was like the best skater in Burbank. So we all kind of like looked up to him and thought he was the sickest. I started filming Lester all the time, like every day. Him and Wheels, they would come sign me out of St. Charles. I was in like 7th grade. My mom was cool with it. She added them to the school ledger and said that they were allowed to sign me out. And eventually Lester introduced me to Kyle Adams. Kyle was the active team manager, but he was also just a really good filmer. Kyle and my Uncle Kevin were two people that made me feel like my dream of being a director, of being a filmer, you know, it was possible.
Keep going, because when the light comes through, it'll be sick.
He used to let me borrow his fisheye for the VX1000 before I had my own. You know, all he would ask for me to do is walk his dog. Eventually, Kyle made me the filmer for Active Burbank, and then I just started skating with all the kids in the valley and became the kind of go-to filmer if you were from North Hollywood, Burbank, Glendale, Pacoima, Sun Valley. This was the night that Illegal Civilization was conceived.
That's the game up right there. Hopefully we help you elevate your
What's up? Mikey in the building. What's up? Active filmer.
All the kids from North Hollywood and Burbank, we went to Verdugo Skate Park. And Verdugo is in Glendale, so it's between NoHo Burbank and Pasadena, Eagle Rock area.
Derek. Oh, where'd Derek go? Derek stuck that kickflip, but shit. Oh, damn, dog.
That kid was Oliver Canoin, and this was McCoy Kirgo. The next day, he came over to my house, and we watched skate videos on my computer for like 6 hours straight. Pretty soon after, he brought me back to Pasadena and introduced me to his friend group, which was these two brothers, Oliver and Grady, Hank Mirren, and Alex Riley. Together, we all started skating.
God damn it! The parents don't see this, alright, Mikey? They can see this though.
Hold on, Grady, don't move.
Yeah.
We made a video called The Spark of Life. We premiered it at Active in Burbank. Maybe like 10 people came. And the next day, we were trying to come up with the name for our next video, and Illegal Civilization was born.
There'll be birds singing everywhere, and the wind will be blowing.
Got to get it in? Let's get it in.
Yeah? So these. Let me see something.
Into your eyes.
Yeah, swag.
Surprise.
Crazy nigga.
Lips kissing mine with a love that is real, and you look so young and fair. On the day we fall in love, you and me.
Oh no, he looks like the dude who was at the
On
barracks.
the day we fall in love, you'll see. There'll be rainbows reaching.
Thank you, McCoy, right? I met you skating because my brother, my brother is friends with McCoy and some of the kids in Pasadena. And my brother was a filmer, so he would film those guys.
Or snowmen standing there, time will stop.
We would link up like near your zone, kinda. And I think Todd and you would start filming double angles, right? And like I know we clipped up at what's that rail, bro? I lip slid that the bigger one, and there's like, okay, yeah. So that's where it like kind of started, right? We started like kind of skating.
What do you know?
And if the lines that I say fall apart, it's because I don't know where to start.
At this time, YouTube was just becoming a thing, and I started uploading videos all the time, and kids in the valley knew about it, and cool people kind of knew. And in November of 2011, I got an email from a lady named Erica Silverman, because there was a movie called Palo Alto being made, and they had a couple scenes with skaters, and they wanted me to help them find people. I was like 14 or something, 15 at the time, and was honestly just scared. So I didn't do it.
Y'all have
to leave, bro. That is not an option. That is not an option, my nigga. You got me fucked up. I say you don't know where the fuck you at. You better listen to niggas, bro. You better listen to niggas, bro. Cause you get beat the fuck up. Nah, nigga, watch out, nigga. Homie, what the fuck did I tell you, bro? Y'all niggas gotta get the fuck out of here, nigga. Please.
We basically finished the video. We filmed a lot of good footage. I edited it all together. I was really excited about it. I was showing it to close friends. They would come over and sit on my bed while I sat at the computer desk. And then one day, I was at Pacoima Skate Park, and a guy named Victor Brooks showed me some footage of a kid named Na-kel Smith. And he told me to hit him up. We should skate together. We could probably help each other out. I YouTube messaged him. The first day we met up, he came out to North Hollywood. We skated the event. He got a trick first try. I started bringing him around the crew, but it wasn't the quickest gel. You know, there was a little bit of like awkward moments.
I love your laugh because it's so fake. You're just trying to make me feel good about myself.
What?
I'm just kidding. Hey, I have a question. I have a question. Were you a model for Kohl's? I knew it! I knew it! I've seen you at Kohl's on the wall.
I don't know, does that one count?
Yeah, that's
Hey,
fucking
did you
funny.
model skateboard? Like their skateboard shit?
Yeah.
I saw that shit.
I always felt a deep connection to na-kel though. When we first met, all we would do was just laugh, 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 talk about our dreams, go skate. Man, I reflect really positively on those times.
Are these Altamont pants?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That shirt's booth, by the way.
Not this shit. Oh, for sure.
Look at that shit.
For sure, my nigga. Make it
Ugly
rain,
as
bitch.
fuck.
I'ma make it rain, bitch.
Why would you
make
leave
it
the house
rain.
thinking that looked okay?
It's cool, because I have so many more shirts in my backpack. I'll get fitted as fuck, my nigga.
Gosh darn grapes around.
Whoa. Those are edible grapes.
Yeah. Imagine.
Whoa. Hell yeah, I want some fucking grapes. Get some grapes cracked.
Get a good one and then just squeeze it. It has like a seed or two in it. No, I mean like squeeze it in your mouth.
Just like do it.
na-kel started to bring Kevin Bradley around, and we started to skate. Then I decided to push the deadline for the video back so that na-kel and Kevin could film parts.
Oh, is this the spot right here?
Hell yeah.
It's for my mom, my nigga. It's for my mom. I love my mom. My nigga, she's the best. I love her.
It's Kevin from Verb, y'all. We were at Lafayette Park. I was already friends with na-kel Smith, and we had linked up just to kind of skate. He said he was going to go street skating, but I just came to skate with him at the skate park, and you pulled up, and you guys were kind of like filming some skate park shit. I already knew like who you were and shit through Julian Huckleby. He like put me on game with Spark of Life. Julian Huckleby was like gassed on like McCoy Kirgo, and like Grady. Like showed me like that that Lester part, bro. And then ever since then, like just start hitting you up, going skating and shit. Just like jumped in the mix pretty easy. Like around the same time as it was like doing like disorganized fun shit. So it was like easier. It's like easier to like link with you and skate than like catch the bus all the way to fucking like Manhattan Beach, like with like hopes of getting a ride home and shit.
Your teeth are yellow, nigga.
There's some of yours.
Hey! Don't fucking touch my shit, nigga.
Baby. Kevin from the Verb, y'all. From the Verb, y'all. From the Verb.
Me and Kevin White started to go out all the time, and we were skating a lot. We were filming for IC1, filming for a bunch of other YouTube videos, and I would give clips for other people's full lengths, and I always felt like we had fun, you know. And one day, we went to this rail in Pacoima, and Kevin brought Olin, and that was my first time meeting him. We skated the rail, and I played this weird prank where I was pretending to throw up with water. After that one day, I would go link up with Olin at Hamilton because I went to Loyola, which was not too far. And yeah, I would come pick him up at like fucking noon. I would leave during, you know, third period or fourth period at my school, and then meet him at Hamilton, and we was out.
Why did niggas say that?
Olin has always been super talented and super funny and just good guy.
This nigga hair is full baby hair, bro.
Baby cyber. Oh no. Let me try. No.
That's the first time I met you. I remember you used to come to North Hollywood skate park all the time, but I used to always be at the skate park and you used to pick everybody up, all like the older ones, to go film. And I used to always want to go film with you, but your ass would never let me come. The car fool, whatever you used to say. But then, so as time went by, like I skated for companies and all that type of stuff. You always had a little slip though, but it was never like a board company or like, it was just like the friends get the shirts out, make videos, like that type of thing. And then eventually you turned it into a company, and then you started making skateboards. And then I remember you took me on was that trip too? I think it was Barcelona. Yeah, he took me on a trip to Barcelona. And then he was like, man, I'm just saying, like, these boards, I got these boards, like, whatever. And then it was just only right for me because I've known you for so long, like, since I was, like, fucking 10, 11. So it was just like, of course, I've been knowing this nigga forever anyways. I finally got to get in the van, pretty much. Oh, wow. That's crazy. So we always knew, like, he used to go out and film every day. We knew that because he used to come pick everybody up from North Hollywood skate park every day. And they went out filming. He was like the only dude with a camera, him and my friend Jesus. So we knew they was working on something. And then one day it was like, oh, y'all going to go to the premiere. And it was the premiere at Active Skate Shop. And it was maybe about 60 people there. Maybe if that. But the video was cool, and it was like, he like really set the tone for everybody in North Hollywood, and especially for me and Jesus, like, to make these like YouTube videos. So that's how that went.
After IC1, illegal civilization became known outside of the valley. Grady and Oliver went to college. McCoy started to be more into music than into skating, and the crew shrank a little, but it also kind of opened it up where new younger kids started to come around, and yeah.
Nigga, tones only get busy with them clocks, nigga. Try to run down and you could catch a shot, nigga. Running through these checks till I pass out. And sure get a leg till I pass out. I swear to God, all I do is cash out. And if you ain't up, get out of my trap.
This was the IC2 era. Kevin White was working at Starbucks. We were skating every fucking day, ditching high school. Tyshawn started to come out to LA from New York, and he was like fucking 12 or something. He was a super little kid, and he would come out with the older New York guys, but once he met me and na-kel and everybody, it was just such a natural fit, and every time he'd come out, he would stay at my house. We would go skate, and then me and na-kel and Kevin, everyone, we started going to New York. And we would go in the car with my mom to the airport, we would always stay at my auntie Aubrey's. Unless I went alone, then I would stay at Tyshawn's, or I'd stay at my uncle Fat Five Freddy's. New York in those early days was really fun. Every trip we would bring a different homie, and it was just wild. We could do whatever the fuck we wanted, and we did it. And if you go back and watch IC2 and all the old videos and stuff, you see it. You know, this was like our high school years, man. This was like the most fun. This was the time when you were old enough to be alone, but young enough to not give one fuck about anything ever.
My youngest broskies.
There was a period between finishing IC2 and having it come out where I would go around LA and pass out posters. And that's how I met Ryder.
Skate Lab, Simi Valley, at a video premiere. What, maybe like 2014, maybe. And you were handing out flyers for your video, IC2, which I still have somewhere. It's a little ripped up, but somewhere. And you knew one of my homies, so I just remember you guys were like talking. I didn't know you or know what IC was at this point. I was kind of still, you know, stuck in Simi and Moore Park. Didn't really leave those two places. And then I don't think we talked for a year, maybe two, until me and my friend Henry were skating down the street on Fairfax, and you just happened to be on Fairfax. And you knew Henry, so you called him over as we were skating by, and you know, we talked on the corner for a while. And I think after that, you hit up Henry to like bring me skating to like to Pedlo, like really early in the morning, and I got to skip school, which I was really stoked on. And yeah, skated, and ever since then we just started hanging out more and more, and then we started filming. It's kind of history from there.
First time we met was, I don't even know the year, but I think I was 15, 16, but it was at Gardner. You pulled up in that whip with you used to have the, you know, the tape and the tape for whip, you know what I'm saying? You pulled up in that whip, and you're with young Nurk and Angel. And I think I was with Jordan. I was with just a bunch of the SF homies. And then I think I hopped in the whip with you. And then we went skating the whole day. Went to a bunch of different spots. I think we got in and out. And then I think later that week was IC2 premiere. And then I met T, and then did did some like shit for T, and then like I ended up coming back to LA not so long after, and then I think I linked up with you. I think I stayed with you actually when I was modeling for Tyler, and then both crews, Icy and everyone always at the OF store. Fucking, it was just like every day I just see the normal crowd all the time. It was just antics. I was always coming to LA, like halftime in the Bay and halftime in LA.
That's cap.
See the storm over there.
So gross. So I see two out front of the house. I just briefly, you're like fixing shit up, and I just see you real quick, shake your hand, dip. That was it. You kind of had an afro. I think you were wearing your visor around the neck, and I was like, oh, okay. And I think Damien was like, yeah, this is who made the video, because I had like an idea. You know what I'm saying? Because I had seen other stuff like on YouTube already, and then and then Damien was like, there, that's Mikey right there. I was like, okay. And I just like gave you dap, and you were like busy as fuck trying to get your shit right. But, yes, sir. Drove down to LA, bro. Like everything, bro. My mom like, cause I don't think I had like I think I lost my wallet or something. So my mom had to get the money with her card, and then I like gave her the cash, like crazy. And then we like just drove down. Everybody just drove down to go see IC2 in front of your house.
What's that? There's like skating in the background. What's that? The first time I like met the team, or like pretty much the first time I met the team was in Australia. When I asked you, I was still on girl, but I asked you, I'm like, yo, can I come to Australia? And you're like, of course. And then I got a flight and I came out, and that was the first time I like met Olin, Nico. I already knew Aramis though, but KY introduced me to you, and then just from there it was like we were all good friends, and we just skated.
I don't know, I
kicked it.
Sing. Get in the corner for the song and I'll sing the fuck out of it.
Let's sing right now.
I can't right now because I'm just getting it. No, that's one. No, sitting on. I stuck you guys. Come on.
We out of here? Hey, how old are you?
11 years old, hijacked 2016.
Oh, yeah. And Tristan showed you all the footage, right? Yeah. Damn. Yeah, that was crazy because Tristan was stoked. He was like, hey, we're going to show Mikey because Tristan's like really inspired by you. So he was just stoked. And then we just pulled up. And I was like, oh, this is the boy. And then ever since then, we've made history. Nah, but yeah, and then okay, so then that was the first time, and then the second time was at the park. So then that was sick. I was like, oh, like everyone's tight. I fucked with Aramis, fucked with who else was there? Kevin, Nico, everyone. It was comfortable atmosphere. I fucked with everyone heavy, and then
I wasn't filming skating. I was on tour with different musicians, or being a personal videographer to different musicians. I feel really positively about those times. That was fun. But I was also feeling like I was never going to accomplish my dream of making feature films. You know, I said no to the Palo Alto thing as a kid, and I was feeling like, damn, was that my only shot to, you know, work on a movie? Until mid-90s came around. And then I was hit with one of the hardest choices in my life. It was either go on the Flower Boy tour or produce mid-90s.
wasn't it around when we started shooting? Then we just kept skating. We started getting more comfortable, and then all the extras too. All the extras were everyone from IC. So every time that I wouldn't be in a scene or they would be doing something, I would just be kicking it with everybody, and I was just like, oh, they're the homies. Like, or when we would kick it at lunch, everyone just be like, I just started getting super close with everyone, and then I was just like, it almost just became like our new friend group at the time. So then, I don't know, we just got super close. And then I think towards the end of the shoot, then you started like hooking me up, right? You started giving me some boards, and I was like, "Oh shit, I'm doing a movie and I'm getting hooked up now." And it came perfectly too, bro. Like it was just like that's just, honestly, that was probably like the sickest ways I've ever got on a company. Like through filming a movie, like I got super close with everyone, and it was just like good chemistry. And then you just started hooking me up, and then we're here now. It's crazy.
Mid-90s was a great success. We finally got to make a feature film and do it the right way. And I feel like it was a big win for skateboarding. But it was still relatively small. After mid-90s, I just felt really proud of the bros and myself too, fuck it. But I also felt a little bit sad because me and Olin kind of fell out. It seemed like he just wasn't as focused on skating and being with the bros. But at the end of the year, you know, I started to work on my Magnus Opus. This was supposed to be my best skate video and my last skate video, IC3. We premiered it downtown in LA and the event was super lit, but it didn't get the response that I was looking for. I feel like at the end of the day it was too short. I had to kind of sit there and ask myself, you know, what am I even doing? My dream has always been to make a movie, to direct movies. And then Evans died, and that hurt my mom deeply, hurt my entire family. But I tried to see the good in it. It was time. It was finally time to tell the story that my whole life has been leading up to. I just let go, man. We all did. We just created freely, and that's when North Hollywood happened. I believe in pushing skateboarding to places it's never been. I believe in cinema. I believe in redefining what it means to be a skater. For the next 50 years, we're gonna make classic movies, and when the time's right, we're gonna open a theme park. I'm excited to bring y'all on this adventure. North Hollywood is my first feature film, but it's not the last.
Major time.
I know what you did, yeah, I know, and I wanna talk about it, and I know you don't. I've been holding guard for so long, and I don't know where to start now. Tell me where you hide, where do you go? Tell me, is she nice? Does she know I know? Tell me why you lie, tell me why. I don't know what you are, I don't know what you are now. What you did, yeah, you know I love you, but I can't forgive it. You could tell me stay, but I have to go, cause I would never want someone to stay around if I let them down. Oh, it's funny how right when I let my guard down, you play around. And no, not this time, we can't hash it out. It's too late for me to stay. I wish all the things you say was what your behavior displayed. No, I could've done without lies. And although I know love is blind, this just don't feel right.